Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Europa Universalis 4. It's the second episode of week 44 in the Game Decathlon competition, and this is it, folks. This is the final episode. 1820 is the final year in the playthrough, so we've reached the deadline. So we're trying to accumulate whatever points we can manage in that final decade span. And we are currently at war with Spain and Portugal. So often the case. Here, though, the change is I'm not the target, it's Ming. So my ally Ming is under attack. Right now they only see me as a 1% participant, but that will soon change as we should be gaining access here. Oh, still not quite yet. They're still hostile. Oh, they just asked for... and Russia as well. Great Britain? Yes, okay. We'll keep working on that. In the meantime, here... it's time to start our move. We'll hop part way. Oh, of course, I just lost another general. I'm losing them left and right here. Alright, as we've hit this last 10 years, things are lagging a bit. These global conflicts have gotten quite large. Still can't get through. Okay, yeah. Go back, do some more training. Okay, we were supposed to park it. Like that. Let's see, 951. That's, Open sea, I'd have a bit of an advantage. Bit. That's about 40 heavy and lights to 60. So the big question is, do I want to try to take them on? Now those 11 I would love to take on. Oh, New Year's party. Partied a little too hard. We all know a certain judge who liked to party too hard back in the day. Global tariffs. Trade efficiency. Let's go with the trade efficiency. funny. Sometimes it goes just fine. Other times it lags pretty bad. Now this is a good opportunity. No, it's not. No. That's too many ships. See if we can't smooth this out a little bit. That is smoothing it out. There we go. Okay, now we're going to try to make the jump across to here, but as soon as we get out, we'll see if this is open. It is. Okay. There's 5 ships here. They're moving away. Okay, we can make it across. There's 30 ships. I would crush them though. I'd very much like to get back up to 8th place before the end of this. Bringing in some decent points right now. My military rank might go up a little bit here real soon. Alright, looks like we are clear to get back, and we will head straight for here. Meanwhile, you're going to stop training, and we're going to go deal with these guys. So things are looking up here. How about with the Netherlands? Still no change there. Alright, they've come ashore. It's just 16,000, so this will be easy. They will be crushed. Like a bug. They will be crushed. War score is already at 8%, and I don't see this war going well for Spain at all. They have to take Ming's capital. And I really don't see them successful. I am about to lose Panama, but there we go. These guys are back ashore. Let's see. We are supposed to be at 28,814. So let's get you to 14. Let's get the 8 part done. Start with those. Meanwhile, let's see the destruction here. weird that they're already retreating back. Yes, Panama. No worries. Ooh, already? That's 100, huh? It has its moments, but this is clearly the worst moment when it comes to the lag. Try different speed levels. Yeah, that already. That's making it move a little faster here. It's not liking this war much. Too many troops on the move. This castle here at Great Karoo is really helping. It's locking them down. They have nowhere to go. So that's grasslands. That's drylands. Steppes. Desert. Drylands. This will be easy. Once they go into here, there's nowhere they can go but back the way they came towards Cape. And they'll be seen as attackers here. It's drylands. It's not going to make much of a difference, but still, I don't suffer any penalties like I would on the steppes. Okay, let's go, laggy. Let's see, composition 6-1-11. They're gonna struggle. It's a lot of cannons. Sure, it's plenty of firepower, but they have no front line. So, them rolling 9s never helps, but a decent roll and I should have them finished off. There we go. Because no infantry. Their back row is now their front row. Nothing but cav. Oh, and this is obvious on where they're going though. So artillery combat, nice. Take that. And we'll go finish them off here. Quick stack wipe. 10% war score. Though technically I'm a -1. -1 being that they have a few blockades. Yeah, normally when I pause for a little while, whatever lag is occurring, everything kind of gets caught up and then proceeds much faster. Anybody and everybody who's played this game all the way to the end of the timeline has noticed that by the time you get to the end, it does lag a bit. It doesn't normally lag this much. That a lot of that has to do with the fact that I am recording at the same time. So while my games run seamlessly when I'm not recording, when recording, this can happen on occasion, but this is the worst it's ever been. There we go. There's the stack wipe we were looking for. And that was actually enough to get us to 0% on that war score despite their blockades. Try slow for a moment. This lag's got to go somewhere. Got to go away somehow. This war's obviously contributing a lot to that. War score is now at 11%. I would actually happily see my way out of this war here in the next little bit. Alright, so we were able to do that stack wipe, as you can see, with very little damage taken. And now that war score climbs a little bit more. Alright, how's this one looking? Alright, that's at that full strength other than the infantry side. Do I have room for 8 more? I have room for 7. And you know what? I can handle paying that tiny bit extra. So I'll take 1 more. I'd rather have them at full strength. Alright, well, we topped 4,500. That's a good mark. Looks like I have a couple ideas ready to go. Both military ones. But checking in, let's make sure we're not ready for that next and final tech upgrade just yet. The lag will cooperate, and no, it's still plus 90. That's still a long ways off. Which means naval attrition minus 25. And just 1 stage left on the quality ones. Next one, we get a double bonus. We get artillery combat plus 10 and discipline plus 5, which I very much need, as I have lagged behind most of the Western nations, and the kind of bonuses that they get are a bit superior to the bonuses that I receive. I'm sitting on 5,000 ducats. That's not bad. I'm gonna stop drilling. So are you any less hostile to me right now? Ooh, the Ottomans are fighting Spain right now. My worst enemy is actually treating me a little bit like a friend right now. They do not hate us anymore. And there's military access. But I'm not going to take it until I'm ready to strike. Which I need a second army over here. And we have 50,000. Okay, when paused, things move just fine. Do a lot of pause, unpause to make it a little bit harder to get to the end of this episode when I wanted, because so far we've moved forward 2 years and we still have the better part of a decade to go, and I'm almost halfway through my time for this episode, at least as planned. The rate I'm going, I might actually have to turn to using, what's the word I'm looking for? A time lapse. I found the word. Hey. My brain's shutting down. It's the end of the season. I coach sports. I do that near full time, and our current season, volleyball being one of the coaches that one of the sports that I coach. Wow, I'm struggling for words right now. Just had our last practice. Just returned home from it, and we're wrapping our season up here in 24 hours. And 50 troops are definitely not taking that on. Good thing for me is they've got their hands full with the Ottomans in Tunis. And that's probably why we're lagging so bad. The world's greatest powers, seemingly, are all at war with one another right now. With a 15% war score, they're not ready for me to be out yet, but they're definitely inching their way towards that. Yearly inflation reduction is good. Prestige is big, but I'm already plus 91. So let's go ahead and take the admin power. Oh, wow, that's a stinker. That's gonna hurt. That's a huge chunk of income. Okay, that's not going fast. Slow down here. See if we can't smooth it out some. And I'd happily switch over to a time lapse right now, but in the middle of a war. So this isn't the best time for that. But maybe that's what we're going to have to do, because it's clearly the wars that are making the lag so bad right now. So, in honor of that, I think it's time. You know, this might take all three of them. Let's get them on the move as... No, let's not move them. Let's bring my fleet to them. We're gonna bring everything over there. So you're gonna come here. Siege is at 0% now. And I just maxed out my admin points. And we are still a little ways off from being able to do anything here. Looks like we have 2 years. So I need to spend it on something, which means let's make a new state. The strongest option is Congo. So here's Congo. There you go. Congo. And let's see. The next strongest one is Shaba. I don't know where Shaba is. Let's find that. Shaba. Ta-da. Okay. There we go. That is some admin points spent. Now, we've got some estates that are in need. The Ulema. So let's go ahead and give something to the Ulema. They are at 8%, so 9.6, not quite enough, but maybe we split it up. Yep, there we go, 10%. Should actually boost our economy a bit. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and roll into a time lapse as things are moving at a pace that I'm sure you do not enjoy. And then we'll roll back out of it and wrap things up. We still have 20 minutes, so there's definitely some time left to play, but it's going to have to be after this lag. So enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright, we are back from the time lapse, and it's November 17th, 1818. We are nearly to the end. We have passed the 5,000 mark, and we came to the aid of Timbuktu, as we are the defender of the faith. They are struggling. They are nearly lost on the war, but it's only minus 15, largely through my efforts and my help. And speaking of that help, here is our first battle in that sequence, and it is Spain who initiated it, but I was seen as the aggressor, the attacker, as we were in the middle of a siege. I have two armies about to come in to aid in this situation. I've got 26,000 cannon already engaged, my 8,000 cavalry, which is enough, but they also have enough themselves. I do have an infantry advantage, discipline slightly behind, morale slightly behind, and tactics all slightly behind, but I've got another 100,000 troops on the way, and hopefully that'll be enough. Well, let's go ahead and slow down the end of the battle here. It looks like we are going to win this thing. The first 50,000 have arrived, and I'm actually gonna save these guys. They are gonna turn around and go back towards Timbuktu to siege that down. Madagascar, ooh, look at that, heavy damage inflicted. We took some of ourselves. 16,000 is no small feat. Ooh, they are going the other way. They are going this way, it looks like. Follow them and engage. Wow, look at that. I have a negative for the first time in ages. Not a big deal, though. Alright, there's what Spain is up to. And they're not going to inflict much damage there. This is what Portugal's been up to. And this is what my peasants, out of nowhere, random event, got upset for the first time, so that was not a rebel situation, though I do have a slightly growing list of rebels, and I also do have that. Let's go chase these guys away. Oh, they are continuing that way. Not towards there, so we'll head this way. Give chase. Meanwhile, we're down about 12,000 here, but I made an additional army. I had 12 spaces till I was at max capacity without starting to incur heavy penalties. So I made all 12 artillery to help in sieges. Okay. I suppose. There we go. That'll be done soon. If we can siege Timbuktu back down soon, that's going to flip that war score quite quickly. And they are already recovered, and not only have they already recovered, but they're at 35,000 now. How did that happen? They are recovering very quickly. Enough so that I better retreat back. I don't want that army to engage by itself. And there we go. I've already maxed out admin, diplo, and finally military. We're going to pick up artillery shock, artillery fire +2, and tactics plus 0.25. And that is all tech levels maxed out. We're down to just one idea group left to go. Oh, come on, 64% now. I did betray Brazil. I decided not to join their war. And there we go. Now I have the means to deal with those guys, but I'm not sure where they just went off to. Let's send those 12,000 there. There they are. Okay, Wagadu is a savannah. $100,000 versus 60,000. It's good odds, but it's not as good as it could be. I suppose I won't engage right now. There we go, they're retreating back. Let's make sure to cut them off. Oh, my admiral just perished. We go like this. We'll try to engage them and then I'll go get a new leader. They'll probably run away though. Oh, let's go around, please. Actually, let's go hop in that jungle, huh? Why don't you come this way? Force them back the other direction. Oh, nice. I did get him. Good for me. And let's get you a new leader. Da-da, da-da. Hey, a 2-star. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So we are nearing time. It is almost the end of this playthrough, and what the heck just happened? They attacked us here in Kong, and I don't think I'm gonna make it in time, am I? I'm not. 46,000 with lower morale versus 50,000. That's too close. I do not need to engage them. I could really use this whole army to wipe them clean, all 3 of them. Or at least 2 of them effectively. How far away are you going? Okay, just to Benin. Ooh, this could be an opportunity here, as they are splitting off. Start heading back right away. Oh, Ottomans. Oh, wait. Now, you are caught. You're going to be there in 2 days. We're going to get you in there very quickly to support. And yes, they're not going to make it out. So these 13,000 are going to be trapped. If they come to their support, these 13,000 are already going to be nearly wiped out. And I'll have my backup, so they'll be significantly weakened. And they are coming. They are coming. When are they going to... Really? December 28th? Only a day later? Oh, that is lame. How is that that much shorter of a distance to travel? And then we're not even going to be here until December 28th. Alright, well, no leader on the first group, so they're going to take a pretty decent loss here the first day. But look at that. Instantly, they're above me on morale. How soon are you going to make it? January 7th. Now, see, that's not right. I should have been arriving within a couple days of them, not the other way around. But come on, get in there. Get in there. It's 1820. Final year of the playthrough. And the troops are coming too late. Get there, get there, get there. Get in there. Oh, stack wipe. Are you kidding me? Whatever. It's the last year of the game, but that was ridiculous. There is zero reason for a stack wipe there, and then I get an instant loss on the battle. No reason for a stack wipe. And now they're only going to move one province. Now this one could potentially be a stack wipe. They take the morale hit. And here comes Portugal. I just lost 50,000 troops for absolutely nothing. And then this group only moves one province. And then they're stack wiped. 11 months to go. That just killed our rankings here for the final year of the playthrough. Let's do what we can with our navy. There's no point bringing the military back together, as that's a lost cause. Not sure why the treasury is still hurting. Go hunting. Hunting, hunting, hunting. Okay, Timbuktu, come join me. Please. Attach. Otherwise, you are in some trouble out here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and combine these down, as this is now my own... I told you! I told you! Let's see, 80,000. Why not? It's June. It's 1820. Let's get in there. Too late. Too late. We're not going to make it. Oh, and I get massive penalties, -2. Retreat. Home, please. Thank you. That's better. Now, let's see if we can't get out of this war. White peace style? No, we cannot. I did all the work. but all the credit goes to Timbuktu because I sieged down their capital for them. I sieged all of this down, and they only got themselves killed, and myself in the process. It was really unfortunate the way that ended, but hey, such is life. But this final battle will not go our way. Picking up a few points still, at least. Now, it's Navy time. Navy, where are you? Let's go wipe out the Spanish Armada, huh? Oh, and I get to fight pirates instead. That's awesome. Oh no, it was Spain. Good. Let's go like this and try to take this one out as well. Still not sure how I'm in the negative at all when I just lost, what, 100,000 troops? And that's my army maintenance. Oh, reinforcements, 63 ducats. Yikes. I guess that explains it. Alright, let's go take care. Oh, you're still retreating. We'll deal with rebels and Portugal if we can. There's only a month left to play. This is going to be it. So I go down in a sad, sad way. But not the ending I was hoping for. Oh, we actually even dropped to Sioux. Well, there you go. Here we go. This is the end. So the war would have been lost, but it wouldn't have affected me in any way, as I was not the target. I was just aiding them, so it would have hurt my rank for a few years. But otherwise, what an excellent playthrough. So I took Kilwa all the way from a tiny little, what, half dozen, 10 province, very much minor in the east of Africa, and conquered most of the continent and chunks of Asia, presence in North and South America as well. We got around. We did quite well. And in terms of historical scores, that is, what, 6th. In terms of this playthrough, it was 9th. There were some top nations. And honestly, it's not bad considering that Spain, Great Britain, the Ottomans, Russia, Portugal all targeted me. We had conflict with France at one point. We had conflict with Austria at some point. We had conflict with every top player. The only one we didn't fight against was Ming, and they ended up being our ally, and they were one of the ones at the top. Now, what we did have, 24th largest army, well, that doesn't really count. I had 100,000 more troops just moments ago, but it was only about 6th largest. The Navy was equivalent, though, so we were 9th. I had the 3rd most provinces, the 5th highest value of provinces, the 19th highest income, and again, that was hurt massively with the recovery efforts of my army there at the end. So that was the total opposite of what it actually was, and we were very much close to the top on that. 10th highest trade income. I got all of the idea groups completed except for my final one. We did complete all tech levels and finished with stability 3, which I maintained most of through the end of the game. I was close to 100 prestige most of the end of the game, but this last couple of years did not go well for us. And again, 49 out of 56 ideas completed. We were right at our land force limit up until that last end. I lost 100,000 troops there. Manpower was hovering up about 91,000 before that last couple of years. And we had 88 ships at the end. My final score is 5,150. Now, if you've tracked the Gaming Decathlon at all, you would know that I'm trying to get the best I can for each of 10 games. So the target here was 1,000 points, not the 5,000 that I got, different value. But what I'm doing towards that 1,000 points is I take this score, divide by 10. So you just knock off the last number. So that means there is 515 points out of that directive towards 1,000. But that historical high score from Spain, 7,400 being the target, that's only going to get you, if that's 740, right? That gets you 3/4 of the way. So from first on down to all the possible rankings you could have, I did a count back from 250. So 9th is 242. So we add 242 to that score, and that makes 757. So my final score for Europa Universalis 4 is a 757 points out of a possible 1,000. Now, is that perfect? Not even close to it, because 1,000 would have been about the best we could manage. But if we look at who the big players are, Spain, France, England, later known as Great Britain, the Ottomans, Moskva, that becomes Russia, Portugal, Austria, the Netherlands. Kilowatt is not anywhere near the kind of nation that should ever be scoring. So to crack the top 10 and instantly become the target of everybody in the top 10 is a very good playthrough, considering. Could it have been more? Yeah, it wasn't perfect. But I'd say the fact that I got over 75% of the way to maximum score while starting as Kilowatt is pretty good. And if I were to turn around and play as, say, the Ottomans, I think I could get pretty darn close to that 1,000 point mark that I'm targeting on that first overall up there. But to be honest with you, I've actually never played as the Ottomans in this game. I've never played as France. I've always tried to work my way up from somewhere. I've tried a single campaign with Spain, but I tried it on very hard and did not go too well for me, and a little bit was luck as I lost leader, and then ended up with a regency for 16 years with a 0-0-0-1-1, I think it was, like a 0-1-1 leader, who finally overcame the regency, became the leader at 0-1-1, and then lived almost to that die, please die stage. They were about 2 years short of the achievement of die, please die. And they were my leader at, no, they weren't 0, it was age 1, I think it was, age 1. When their parent passed away, and I was barely surviving that playthrough through that. That was a nightmare. I have played as England before and done extremely well. I've played as Portugal. The first long, when I first started this game, the first really long playthrough that I ever had that went extremely well, that was with Portugal. So that was the first time where I was like, oh, this is what it's like to play as the big boys. Okay, I get it now. And let's see, I've done well as Sweden as well. That was like the second time that I've ever been really good. In fact, that was a lot better than I was even as Portugal, as I conquered most of Europe as Sweden in the past. But otherwise, I tend to go for much smaller nations. pretty much this entire top list. I've only played as a few of them. I've always started as someone smaller, but not quite as small as Killua. But I made it. Yes, we were in Iron Man mode, so no, there was no secret moment where I went and did something else. It was all legit playthrough, and we made it all the way from 1444 to 1821, the end of the playthrough. So that was that. And that's also going to do it for this episode. That's going to do it for this series, with a final score of 757, and in-game for you Paradox fans, final score of 5150 with Killua. That's going to do it. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.